Hey everyone, welcome back. Got another video for you guys today. Hope everybody's doing well and having good luck with your gardening and all your projects. And I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to see what's going on over here. So I guess by the title of the video, you'd already know. This is, does aquaponics work in the Arizona desert? Well, I can tell you from quite a bit of experience in my situation that the answer is big yes. It does get hot. I think we'll go check the thermometer right now. It's been averaging around 110, 115, around there. Yeah, we're at 110 right now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but exactly 110. And as you can see, the garden is thriving and taking over the yard. We've got watermelon. Well, looks like the plant died. Got a little baby watermelon from a dead plant. And we got a little one over here too. It's like splitting open. But we got lots of tomatoes. I didn't tie the plants up, so they kind of got, they're laying down and weighted down from the all the fruit on there. And we've also got mad amounts of cucumbers. We got many cucumbers. I get 3 or 4 pretty good sized ones every day, and I usually eat one and then give away the rest. So there's a smaller cucumber. I think the biggest one I pulled was 8 or 9 pounds. And everything's doing all right. It's starting to die back a little bit over here, looks like. I have some bug damage. Looks like some spider mites or something, but that's okay. That is all part of the biology. Back here, I can't use any kind of insect repellent or bug killer or anything like that. It has to be all natural. So I have a pretty good balance of predatory insects along with some pests, but that's all right. The pests get a little bit of food and I get a lot more. So good trade-off. We got basil, we've got grapes, we've got lemon thyme. It's drying out, but it smells like lemon thyme lemonade. All right, we've got some more over here. This is a basil. Here's another basil plant. So I do feed the basil and the cucumber leaves to the tilapia. They do eat these, and they like them very much. Let's go over here. Looks like we got a whole bunch of dead right here. Must mean one of the branches broke. That's fine. Let the bugs have it. And then back here we've got corn. So the corn is about 12 feet tall. 12 feet off the ground. Looks like we've got ears growing in there fairly well. Looks like 2 or 3 per plant. And then maybe this one here has 0 corn on it. It's just a giant piece of grass at this point. And then this one's got corn, and this one has corn. So I guess this might be the only one that didn't produce anything. Might be a late bloomer. Looks like there might be one growing out right here. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And then we'll come around. I need to trim this sucker. Taking over the yard, covered in seeds. Alright, and then not sure what the camera's doing. It's kind of doing what it wants to. We've got some jalapenos, or habaneros, sorry. They're not looking too great. Leaves are falling off. It's really hot out though. I did plant those kind of late, so that's okay. We've got a avocado tree here. It's not doing too hot. We did have a hornworm in here chewing up some stuff. I caught him and I fed him to the fish, but there could always be more. And the carrots I planted too densely over here, so I just got a bunch of flowers then, and not really any carrot stalks to speak of. You can see here I sprinkled them way too densely in there, so there's a little, that's about as big as a carrot I'm going to get. So very unsuccessful. Next time I'll be a little bit more stingy with the seeds going forward. And Looks like we may have an issue over here, but we can fix that. I'll just pull the bell out over here. It's probably just clogged up with roots because of all the carrots. So we'll pull the bell out and let it flow. Oh, I did already pull the bell out, so I'll have to get in here and pull some of this stuff out, I guess. And then we've got the cantaloupe over here. Didn't do very good either. It grew very vigorously, and then once it got really, really hot out, there's no shade for it. So it just kind of cooked. That's okay though. Looks like we got one in here that didn't die yet. So maybe we'll get a couple fruit out of that. And then the radish table over here, I pulled all that stuff out. I left a couple of them in there. It looks like we got these seed pods all over the place. And they're kind of a pain in the butt to break open because they have a sharp claw at the end. So I just kind of roll them in my fingers like that and sprinkle them. Get some volunteers going. Looks like we already do have some here. But as you can see, you know, in the hottest time of the desert, I mean, it still works. The water temperature in here, I don't have a thermometer in this one, but I can tell you the water temperature is quite a bit lower than the main system. So this one's solar. And man, that water feels good. It's got to be 75 degrees or so, give or take. And I throw a bunch of old PVC in there to let the fish have something to hide in and chase each other around in. Getting ready to do a siphon right now. So I put this filter sock over the end of the siphon to lower the amount of perlite that'll get sucked out through the bell siphon, because perlite is glass and there are very fine shards in there. Somebody else mentioned in one of my other videos asking me about that. They recommend that I don't use it, but you know, at the time that's all I could afford. I do all this stuff on a very, very tight budget. I don't have any type of sponsorship. I did have Patreon at one point, but Patreon's a big scam, so I do not use that any longer. And in fact, I've returned most of the money my patrons donated to me, and it wound up costing me a bunch of money instead. So I'm not going to use Patreon again, and I recommend you guys don't use it either. There's got to be a better way out there, because Patreon, once you're using their system, if you do something they don't like, they can do something to your channel, and I don't agree with any of that. So that's why I don't put ads on any of my videos, even though it is monetized. I don't care for those. You don't really make any money on them anyways, and YouTube has power over your channel once you say yes to the ads. Because if you do something that the algorithm doesn't like, or somebody like a troll complains and lies, which I've had happen in the past. So yeah, my content is free and you don't have to watch any stupid commercials. So anyways, back to the desert aquaponics. Does it work in the desert? And the answer is a big yes. I've been doing this for 5 years in the Arizona desert, and as long as you make a lot of mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and then just go at it slowly and take your time. Watch other people screw up like I did. You can watch me screw up and find some of the solutions that I came up with, and move forward from there, and then have some success. I guess while we're down here, we can look at a couple other things. I've been melting some aluminum. I'm not going to touch these. They've been sitting out in the sun. I guess they're not hot. Aluminum dissipates heat pretty quickly. So I melted down all this aluminum. I made this little mold right here to make these little shapes, so that when I need to melt these down, I can melt down smaller chunks. And I just pour the aluminum in here. I've got my homemade tool here for grabbing grabbing the crucible out. So I've been melting down lots of aluminum and getting these big chunks, and then melting down the chunks. Oh, I can't get it out of there with one hand. Melting down those big chunks into smaller manageable sizes, and then I can start doing some molds and start experimenting with that. There's my little gas powered foundry for melting aluminum. This is propane powered. And well, I guess that's all I've got for you guys. I mean, I've got a bunch of projects going on in the garage. Maybe we'll go check that out. So yeah, we'll just take a little quick trip through the house. I'm gonna make you stare at the floor. Whoa. All right. Stare at my hand. We'll get some light. And here's something I've been working on for the last few weeks, this metal table here. So I bought a welder a while back and a plasma cutter, and I had not welded since, gosh, maybe 15 years ago. And so I got some metal and started messing around. I got this wooden table over here that I tried to weld on and actually caught it on fire right there. So I thought it might be a good idea to upgrade. So we got this steel table right here that I made. It's 6 foot by 3 foot. Excuse me, 6 foot by 3 foot, and this is all just regular steel. It's not stainless or anything special. Cost me about $300 to make this, and it is very, very sturdy and very heavy. So my plan is to move this off to the side over here and then scoot this guy down, and then I'll have room to work on my car in here. I'm going to be doing an engine swap in the next 3 or 4 months or so. But yep, that's one of the things I've been working on. Been burning the crud out of my hands and learning what not to do. Good times. Got myself a vise so I can work on that too, and you know, some project stuff. We'll go back outside and wrap this up. We're at 12 minutes right now. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. It's been a while since I've been able to do something. I haven't had time to do any videos. I've been so busy with other projects and top secret projects and things I can't share with you guys for a long time. I think in the next video, though, I'm going to share something that happened to me in my life a few years ago that, for legal reasons, I wasn't able to talk about. I think I'll talk about that in the next video. Maybe it'll inspire some of you guys. It's not a very negative story. It's a story about being positive and moving through something tough. So we'll look forward to that. I might decide to not do it too, though. We'll see. It'll be yeah, maybe in the next video. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, pop those in at the bottom. And, you know, try to be good to each other. We're not here for very long. And look out for motorcycles out there when you guys are out driving around. You can hear them, and, you know, watch out for them in your blind spots. You never know. You just don't. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, keep building.